How's it going, everybody? My name's Kangashi and I'm doing another rebuild today, a little twist. I'm not using exactly the same rosters. We're doing a fantasy draft again, but I'm going to be including the best all-time players from each team and put them on their respective teams. I'm going to do a fantasy draft, so the roster around it will be totally different, but like, who do we have? I think I put Kobe instead of Magic. Kobe will be on the Lakers no matter what to start off the season. And to pick who I got on the roster. Usually it was just the highest overall player, I just put him in. But if they're tied, like Magic was one above Kobe, but I put Kobe because it's Kobe. And the person I took off the roster and put into free agency was just not necessarily the worst player, because that might be a young player, so I did like, of the worst players, which one was the oldest, and that's how I chose. But right now, I'm gonna do totally random, and I'm gonna do totally random here, and then that's the team I'm gonna get. So let's see which team I get in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spurs. Okay. Our roster is Timmy D, Thompson, Van Fleet, Adams, Rose, Bielitsa, George Hill, Thad Young, Marquise, Denzel Valentine, Olynyk, JR, Matt Thomas, and Caboclo. I'm going to change everyone prime positions and then trade them besides our legend, because I'm not going to trade Duncan. He's too good. We got a really good offer right off the bat for LeBron James. That's why. So I had it on setting to where I was controlling all the user teams, because I had to do that to trade everybody. And I got some insane trades, and I thought that's how this video was gonna work, but it's not. So I'm gonna have to. I thought it was gonna be really easy for a sec. First, I'm gonna see if I can get Will. Then I'll probably either look for between Wade, Isaiah, and Gary Payton. But first, let's see what I can do to get Wilt. And I'll give you my worst player. I don't think this is gonna work though. Maybe. First. Man. Okay, we just got Gary Payton. We got Gary Payton. I think I gave away 3 first rounders. 1, 2, 3. That's alright, we got our point guard. This is the best one. LeBron Iverson. That's definitely the best pairing out here. Harden. Could I trade for Harden? I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, they want Tim Duncan. No, get out of here. But I will give you Van Fleet. And a first. So I get James Harden. I give them Van Fleet, Steven Adams, 2 firsts, and Matt Thomas. Thank you. Can I get a first for Luawu? Let me see what I can get for Caboclo first. A first. Thank you. Okay, here's a first. Okay, now 2 firsts. Let me see what I can do. Let me do Thad and a first instead, because he makes salary, so I might be able to get something pretty good. Like Oubre, thank you. I'll definitely take Oubre for him. Denzel, and a second. For Baines in a second. I'm probably going to take Baines, and I'll have to trade one of my centers away. Oladipo. I might take that. A first, a second, and Olynyk for Oladipo, plus an exception. I'm going to do this trade for Bogdanovich and Robert Williams for George Hill, second, and JR. So now I'm going to trade. We already have good defense, so he's a really good scorer. So now just one more trade. I'm thinking I'm going to do Marquise and Williams plus a second, and see if I can get something good. Yeah, I'm going to do DeMarcus at center. I thought maybe Derrick Rose, but I really like DeMarcus at center, so I'm going to take that. So that should be it for the team. This is our roster, 9-man rotation, right? Not 10? Yeah, 9. So we're at Payton, Harden, Oubre, Duncan, Cousins, Oladipo is our 6-man. That works, yeah. Bogdanovich, Baines, and Bielitsa. And for system efficiency, we're on a defensive coach, so I'm probably gonna change to balance. I don't want 7 seconds. Yeah, balance, and power rankings. I don't know if it's even gonna show accurately right now, just because of all the moves that were made. We're 8. We're probably more like 4. So I think we really have a good chance at being the best team. All right, so we went 59 and 23. Really good. We might be the best team. I was hoping for 65 plus, but all the teams might be just a little lower because they're all so good. But we did get the MVP. We got Tim Duncan, 23, 14, 5, 1 steal, 3 blocks. He shot 43 from 3. Okay, that's not realistic. But 6th man was Andre Drummond on the Warriors, backing up Wilt. Bill Russell was Defensive Player of the Year. Yeah, that makes sense. And we had Coach of the Year. Did we get anybody on the teams? We got Duncan, Peyton on defensive, and yeah. Who was the worst team? It was Oklahoma, and we traded with them. We took Gary Payton. So they're the only one without a 90 overall. It makes sense. Kobe's team with Chris Paul and Pascal, they didn't do well. But let's see how the Warriors did. They had Zion and Wilt and Drummond. That's it. And they almost beat us. This team's scary. Bill Russell and Embiid, that's scary. And this is our stats. You know, Gary Payton 17, 10, and 2.5 steals. That's a classic Gary Payton line. DeMarcus Cousins 15 and 7. We had some great bench players. Alright, so let's see who we take on in the first round. Clyde, Russ, Zach, Gordon. Not much defense, I think we roll them. And we win in 7. Whoa, 7? Okay, now we're taking on Kawhi and Marc Gasol. I don't think we have a problem here either. I really don't. But it's 2-2 now. We won in 7 again. Golden State, I know this team is really good because they have Zion and Wilt and Drummond. Zion and Drummond are 2 2K monsters. So let's hopefully get to 3-1 or even 3-0. 3-0, simulate round. We swept them, surprisingly. And now Bucks, they have Kareem. Okay, Bucks have Kareem. They have the 2nd best record in the league. And we have... Okay, I'm going to make one adjustment on the Bucks. I'm going to put Duncan on Kareem. That will be the one adjustment we make. And hopefully we can get some gameplay. Okay. Up 3-0. Can we get some gameplay? We are up pretty big right now. Okay, up 10. Keep it close. Keep it far away. We're up by 10. A minute and a half ago, it's done. Okay, Duncan's in. On Jarrett. Okay. Clear out, everybody. I thought he would, get out of the paint. Okay, they weren't letting it happen, so I had to swing it. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I didn't even know how to do step backs anymore. Here, just let him score. Let him score. Get the rebound for me. Okay. Oh, Timmy D, fall away. I'm just gonna do a Duncan Payton pick and roll. Oh, yep, that worked. That worked. It's not exactly as explosive as Gary Payton, Shawn Kemp, but it works. So Tim Duncan was the Finals MVP. Oh yeah, that's something in the finals, just like, and I know they're doing it just in the playoffs in general, because Giannis, it seemed like the Clippers as well. It's the playoffs. Play 44 minutes. But if you're blowing people out, then it goes to like 37, 40 because you don't have to play in the fourth quarter as much. But play 40 plus minutes if you have to. Play 45, play 48. Jimmy Butler just played 48 and they won. But we're rooting for the Heat. I mean, I'm not really rooting for anybody. I would love to see LeBron win, but I want to go to Game 7. LeBron can win Game 7, but I don't want it to be before Game 7 because I don't know when basketball's coming back. But this was a really fun challenge with the all-time players. I think I'm going to do another video with the all-time players again, maybe a few more because this was actually really fun. Also, it makes it easier to get players you can never get, like Harden. You can never trade for Harden because he would be the best player on any team. But now he's going to be the second best player, so he's going to be possible to trade for. Anyway, that'll be it for the video. I'm Kengashi, and I'll see you next time.